actually have to cut on the mic audio before I start. Indeed. So, I hope. Firstly, let us. Hello, Sploontoon. Very lovely person. We have 5 concurrents currently, or 3 concurrents, depending on which of these metrics is correct. So, that's pretty nice. 5 likes already. Again, make sure to like the stream, get it spread around a little bit, so that people may see it. I'm coming at you with a bit of a late night stream. I did want to stream earlier, but it was a little too loud in the house, so I couldn't. But you know what? You want to cover Sunny V2? I probably will, alongside the Mr. Beast segment. So do not worry about that at all. Do not worry about that. But yeah, so I'll probably cover it. But yeah, so we got ourselves a fun little stream coming up. I'm gonna wait to let people file in, but while I wait, I do want to say, actually, I think I might just pull it up right here. Firstly, let me rename that Google Doc, because basically I have a Google Doc where I keep links to like all of the things that I want to talk about, or at least most of the things, so I don't have to sit there and like type it out. And I initially started that just like when I was thinking about offline segments to do, and that's where I would compile them. And I was meant to record them all in like one day, but I ended up not doing that. And basically what had ended up happening was like I just kept adding things to it that I'd covered, and now I just kind of use it as my general, like, this is something I want to cover little Google Doc, but it still had like the date on it from the day that I was intending to use it only. So anyways, let me go to my latest video. But yeah, Mod Form 1, when I get to it, probably sometime within the next 2 months. I didn't expect to get so caught up in it. But yeah. So the video I put out today, I did not expect it to do this well. As you can see, this is my typical performance graph right here. Around this time, I usually top out around like 130 at the most, and it's at 285. I have 26 watch hours off of it, which is insane, and I actually gained subs off of it, which doesn't really happen anymore. I don't usually gain subs off of videos. I don't think it is going to tell me which amount. Yeah, it's not telling me which amount of viewers are new or not. But I was really glad that a lot of people responded great to this segment, because I didn't expect me basically calling out like a fairly popular like lefty creator doing enablism. Not lefty creator, but like lefty figure doing enablism. I genuinely did not expect that to go as well as it did go, and I'm glad that it did, because someone needed to say something about it. Not a lot of people were. In Fervor, I got like a lot of really nice comments from people basically saying like, things along this line, like, I appreciate you making this video because no one was calling it out. It's refreshing to see someone calling this out, or like it's a good thing for people to call out like leftist ableism, because like I was fully under the impression that either this video would underperform, which I was expecting. Turns out this is the best performing video I've had in a while. But I was either expecting this video to underperform or just end up with a bunch of comments of people like misinterpreting what I was saying as like some defense of Andrew Tate, which it wasn't, and thankfully no one did that. And I will be starting segments soon, but thankfully no one did that. Excuse me. And that's something that I'm really happy about. I'm also, as y'all may have seen over the past week, I'm trying to move to a daily upload schedule, which is going to be interesting. So tomorrow I'm going to upload a segment. Sunday I'm going to upload a segment. Monday through all of it. I'm not going to commit to it fully yet. I need to know that I'm actually going to be able to pump out that much. But I'm feeling good about content. Even the videos recently that have underperformed, like yesterday's, which was the second Try Not to Laugh, which like I didn't really care if that underperformed or not, but that one didn't do too well, and like even then I still feel confident about this kind of schedule. But you know what, we'll have to see what's gonna go on. But I am glad that people liked the video and what I had to say about it, about that topic. But yeah. Anyways, remember everyone to, we have 8 to 10 concurrent viewers, and yeah, it's saying 10 right here, and we have 10 likes, so that's perfect. A lot of leftist ableism kind of slides under the rug, where it seems harmless because it isn't as damaging as right-wing ableism. Exactly. Like, a lot of people on the left have very ableist tendencies, but they don't really get called out because, like, it's kind of one of those things where it's unfortunately, like, so normalized that people just kind of go, like, what are you talking about? Or, like, when you make a credible allegation of ableism, like, people made against right-wing cope, instead of, like, admitting and going, like, hey, I fucked up, I'm sorry, and like taking that down, they just doubled down, which was something that I did not like at all. I don't remember if I touched on that in the video, but I didn't like that at all. I ended up unfollowing the page because of that, which, like, I know, ooh, big thing, I unfollowed the page. What happened with Jaiden this time? You'll see. We might even do that as the first segment if that's what y'all want to see first. I will probably save Mr. Beast for second or last because that one's gonna be a long one. And I want to get, like, at least one done today, in case I get hit by, like, a sudden wave of fatigue, which I doubt is going to happen, but still. Where was I? Let's talk about leftist ableism. Oh, yeah, but, like, I saw that doubling down, I'm deaf feeling Jaiden. Yeah, that one's really interesting. But, yeah, no, like, the right-wing cope thing was a situation where I looked at it, and I was like, ableism is a bad thing, and it is a thing that I'm sure everyone has engaged in at some point. Like, everyone has engaged in some form of ableism in their life because it's so normalized in our society, which is unfortunate. But part of working against that normalization is speaking up whenever it happens, and also whenever you get called out on it credibly, as right-wing cope was in that moment, to actually go, oh, let me introspect, think about it, stick to my, values, and actually work through it, even if the person was saying some stuff that wasn't agreeable. Because the young man in that video was saying some pretty disagreeable things, but at the same time, that's a situation of, like, compassion for that person. Like, they were not having a good moment. They were a teenager. Let's not make fun of the probably neurodivergent teenager for not having a good moment. Especially since them being made fun of probably led them to that point. But no, right when Cope was like, actually, they probably don't have a disability. You're just being ableist by claiming that they do because they have a speech impediment. Ooh, you're the real ableist. Ooh, I'm gonna double and triple down because I can't admit whenever I'm being wrong. Like, it's disgusting fucking behavior. It's disgusting fucking behavior, and I don't want to engage with people who do that shit. I caught your segments live this time. Yeah! Still haven't seen your ableism video, but I plan to after stream. Sounds good. Sounds good. The try not to laugh videos were really good amongst all the bad stuff all of this time. Yeah. That's what I felt too. The try not to laughs, if I'm being honest, the way I came up with it was, I was actually going through and like rewatching like some of Markiplier's old try not to laughs, and I was like, oh, this is really fun content and it's really chill. It's relaxing. I remember a couple of years ago after I'd consumed a really fucking rough piece of media, I'd watched Markiplier's Try Not to Laugh number 15. And that like cheered me up, and then I was like, I thought about it and I was like, yeah, no, political content is like depressing as fuck. What if I try to do a try not to laugh in order to like get people's minds off of the like stressful and depressing shit, like off of politics, and then like it clicked, it worked. People really seemed to like the first video. Second video, I don't blame people for not watching all that much, because technically the second video was the first try not to laugh, the second one I uploaded, and like that one I wasn't as popular about, but you know, what happened to the Jaiden? You will see. That's gonna be the first segment that we're doing, since it seems like people are the most interested in that. I'm probably gonna start that, I'll say, in about 8 minutes, when we get to the 20s of this hour. So much slang has ableist roots. Ableism is so sewn into modern vocabulary, it's hard to avoid. Yeah. The word lame had ableist roots till Demon Mama did her stream on the Arslor. Yeah. Like, so much of society is ableist. The only thing is being able... Yeah, even the usage of those words are, like, ableist. Although... Don't quote me on this. Those words do certainly have ableist roots, but I do feel like they've been watered down enough to where it's like, okay, I get it. Where like most people are not gonna call you on that. Like, the only people I've ever really seen people call people on using words like dumb, stupid, and idiot is when it's like very terminally online people. But like, even then, I make like that's like personal distinctions. So like, I never use the r/. Personally, I don't like using that word. It feels icky coming out of my mouth, but that's just how I am. Like, in the same way that I don't like saying the B word, you know, like the word that technically refers to female dogs. I don't like saying that word because it feels nasty coming out of my mouth, etc, etc, etc. Like, I cuss a lot. I cuss like a fucking sailor, but like, at the same time, there are some words that I will not say just because of how they feel coming out of my mouth, and because like they feel wrong. And that one's definitely a word that I just do not like saying. What happened to JaidenAnimations, you will see in about 6 minutes when I start that segment. Actually, as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and open it. People are ravenous with it. Ooh. So now we gave y'all a preview. Our slurs. Yeah, I don't like saying it. How are you doing, Pillow? Thank you. And it is night, at least where I am in the US. Actually, across the entire US, it is nighttime. Yeah, so I'm doing pretty good. I've heard it used positively except halfway in a stand-up segment. Yeah, which is why I don't use that word. It just doesn't feel right coming out of my mouth. I don't like using it, don't like saying it, don't like doing it. It just feels nasty. Also, 15 concurrent viewers, which is nice. If we can keep this up, I might do one try not to laugh, but I do want to play some Zelda tonight, because I'm kind of on a Zelda kick recently, if y'all can believe it, with that new Tears of Kingdom trailer. Can't fully articulate why, but somehow female dog doesn't sound misogynistic to... Oh yeah. Yeah. Again, which is why I don't use those words. Like, it's what it is. Which is very interesting too, because like that wasn't a choice that, like that isn't a conscious choice. That's like literally something that was unconscious for a while. Like me choosing not to use those words was something that was unconscious. Not choosing, but I guess just me not using those words was unconscious for like a while. And then I realized why. Because like the couple of times that I have said them, it was either self-referential, which is like, yeah. And even then, afterwards, I would go like, like it just didn't feel nice. You're at a Magic pre-release? I never got into Magic the Gathering, but I do hope you have fun. Maybe a woman, but I'm sure as hell about calling people a B or a C because it carries some serious weight. Yes. Yeah. Which is exactly why I do not use those words. Because I am not femme presenting. It's reserved for my closest friends. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Oh, I can even go inside of like my Discord, my like friend Discord. Yeah, no, I don't say it. I don't say it. Yeah, no, I'm on page 2. This is the first instance of me using it, and it's me calling myself a broke bee. like I literally do not use it outside of like self-referential times. So cool playing Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is good. It is good. Anyways, the JaidenAnimations segment should be starting hopefully very, very soon. Firstly, though, let me move up my microphone a bit. Might even move it down here. How does that sound to everyone? Tell me. I just moved my microphone. How does this sound? Much better noise coming out of it, I hope. I'm hoping it sounds good. Nothing wrong with monopolizing the chat. Makes YouTube give me more views, which is good. I like more views because I like talking to people. It's very fun. Which is also why I'm like really excited for next year, 2024. Dude, before we get into it, 2024 is gonna be phenomenal. Okay? Like the channel, we're kind of, and I'm about to get into a segment after I say this. The channel, it's kind of small right now. You know, enough to pull 17 concurrents, which is beautiful, nice, I love it. But 2024, election year, hey baby, hey baby. The growth is gonna be phenomenal. It's gonna be beautiful, dude. I'm so excited. Yeah, 2024 is gonna be the year of the pillow. It's gonna be great. Going to the moon, yes, and you all are gonna be able to be here. and talk about the time that you were here when I was streaming to like 17 viewers at most. It's beautiful. Also, I will probably stream tomorrow afternoon because I feel very good about streaming recently. Which doesn't usually happen. But you know what? What? Wait. Why is there a warning on my tweet? What? Is it because I'm eating dick? Is it because I'm eating dick? Twitter is such a fucking unreal platform. Thank you, Elon. Thank you for putting a warning on my tweet. Oh, man. Unserious fucking platform, dude. Unserious fucking platform. But yeah, okay. I say, we go ahead and get into the segment. We've waited for long enough, and I would like to go to bed at a decent time, you know, but I also get to do some fun stuff, but that requires us blaze through these segments, okay? So let's go ahead and do it. Let me take another sip of water. Also, thank you all for being here so late. And to deactivate my Twitter account so they'd stop sending me notifications and asking me to log in, I don't blame you. The Twitter account I use for YouTube is not the Twitter account I use for my personal life anymore. I have a separate Twitter account where I literally just follow fun artists that I like Kiana Mai. Like, that is it. That is it. Like, there's a YouTube, Twitter account, which is linked below, which I used to use as my main, and then I realized it was killing me with stress, and then I made the separate one a couple of months ago, which is so peaceful, and it makes me actually enjoy scrolling Twitter. Same thing with YouTube. Like, I used to use, not this YouTube channel, but like a separate personal YouTube channel from years ago as my main channel, which it got so politics poisoned to the point where I just stopped using it because it was stressing me the fuck out, and then I made a new one, and I'm less stressed because it's mostly art and cartoon videos, which is nice. It's only 10 p.m. over here. It's 11:20 for me. Okay, let's blaze through. Let me not crack my neck. Okay. Cool. Wait, no. Hold up. Wait. You still have to open up your words. Pretty much, yeah. Had to restore it. Yep. Start recording. Come on. Everyone. JaidenAnimations. J-Slat. 2 fairly popular. My chair creaked there. Let me do another one because I don't like that chair creak. Everyone. JaidenAnimations. J-Slat. 2 titans of entertainment on YouTube. Even bigger than His Holiness himself, FASH. Can you believe that? Big YouTubers that, as YouTubers do, engage with each other and sometimes have fun banter. Recently, JaidenAnimations got in a bit of hot water, and we are just about to watch this video right here because her and J-Slat had a little funny joking thing where they were talking about, yes, bigger than Voosh, but they were kind of joking back and forth about Christianity. And they really made some 14-year-old Twitter Christians mad, as you can see here. John 15:18. What is that Bible verse? We will check it after. Yeah. But let's just watch this video that is apparently so bad, and it is JaidenAnimations slandering Christianity. Let's check this.
I cannot believe you just said that.
He got crucified.
You're bringing up the crucifixion of Jesus Christ in
yes,
a debate about...
you think God is this, oh, no one can kill God.
What happened to him? What happened to him 3 days later?
He ran away like a little bitch.
He came back to life.
He ran away, back up to God, wham, wham. I couldn't fight the humans.
They sent floods. They sent pestilence. They sent locusts.
Well, we're still here. Where's God?
You can fuck up every human if you're a god. If you're
Where's
God,
Schlatt? The humans are here. Where's God? He's still scared.
He's not scared. God is not scared.
I would like to note, JaidenAnimations unironically sounds a lot like Shionhead. Which, Jaiden is like the good Shionhead. Anyways, let's continue.
Yes.
You should be scared of God. He's coming back soon. You ever heard of the rapture?
Define the rapture.
It's when God is going to come back and judge the living and the dead.
When's he coming back?
Some people say soon.
How long have they been saying soon?
Okay, so that was the video by Holy Oreo. Let's check this Bible verse right quick. John 15:18. I wonder if it will be ironically funny. If the world hates you, know it has hated me before it has hated you. Alright. Kind of an emo Bible verse, but as we can see here, we have a lot of our kind Christian friends being a little offended over this from Mr. Panda. She's lost all of my respect. Like, even if you're not religious, you shouldn't talk bad or disrespect someone's religion. Honestly, the upsetting thing is that if she slandered any other religion, she would have been put all over Twitter, being cancelled. They say with 11,000 likes. Well, let's see what else we have under here. I'm gonna full screen it because you never know what these people put in it. We have a sane person here saying, I'm a Christian, but come on, this is just entertaining. Jaiden really went in there and said, do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created here on earth? That famous quote from Spy Kids. We have some funny memers who have gotten to this. JaidenAnimations. Thankfully I did not fully scroll down there. Yeah, he only saw the top portion of that picture. But yeah. So let's talk about this. So this was very clearly an instance of two friends having a bit of fun, having a bit of bants, about religion, as some friends do. Wait, was that from Spy Kids? That was unironically from Spy Kids. Spy Kids 2, I believe. Unironically. But yeah, so we have two friends here having some fun, having a bit of banter, just talking it out. And I'm not gonna lie, very funny exchange. First time I saw this, I actually kind of let out a little bit of a chuckle, which we know we don't do on the internet. We just kind of breathe out of our nose. I actually thought that this was very funny. Because some people actually have a sense of humor. But clearly, there are a cohort of people who wish to complain about JaidenAnimations doing a little bit of a funny bant because Jaiden was joking about Christianity. And instead of going, hey, it's your right, these people are saying, if it was anyone else's religion, she would be getting attacked, okay? So, let's just go ahead and talk about this. and what this means, yeah? I find it intensely hilarious that these people who are part of literally the biggest religious group on the planet, most notably one that has political power in a vast majority of the nation's, not nations, of the world's most powerful countries. I find it kind of sad and funny that a lot of these people feel persecuted by the fact that a YouTube animator and live streamer, JaidenAnimations, along with another Minecraft player, I'm pretty sure he was in like the Dream SMP with like Dream and Sapnap and whatnot, and Dream Not Found, whatever that was, like a Minecraft YouTuber, along with other things I think Jay Schlatt does. I find it intensely hilarious that these people, specifically this person, because I'm not saying all Christians, we saw there were a couple of Christians down in the replies that were like, that was pretty funny, I'll give it to her, that was pretty funny. I find it intensely sad that these people feel persecuted and like the world is coming down on them because of one YouTuber doing a bit of banter with another YouTuber. That is really sad, and it is drama for no reason. Yeah? And I don't get it. I don't get why people are mad at this. Genuinely, explain it to me. Because you know what? I think that we should be able to make fun of all belief systems, granted that it doesn't extend to being like, calm down. Like, don't advocate to do horrible things to people. But I think JaidenAnimations jokingly calling Jesus a little bitch that ran back to God, I think that's kind of funny. Yeah? Coming from Jaiden. I said the word I don't like saying, but you know what? Yeah. I mean, hey, when your beliefs rely entirely on homophobia, even then, not a lot of people do that. But I do genuinely believe also that there are too many people who allow their religion to basically become their personality. We saw that with the person who initially tweeted this, like Bible quote in the bio about being vilified, as we showed earlier. You know? I think it's honestly kind of sad to let your religion influence you this much. Also, just now realizing this person is probably a CIA psyop because, not much there. That's the only tweet. I fell for a psyop, kids. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, no. Yeah? Or this right here. This person saying, Christianity is the only faith where people can say whatever they want about it without fear of repercussion. Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Because I think a bunch of people getting mad at you on the internet, you know, that's a little bit of a repercussion. Like think of it like this. What about the driving force of one of the major political parties in the United States, the Christian right, the evangelical Christian right? If you say anything to offend them, they will try to literally legislate you out of existence for going against their beliefs. You can literally just be adjacent to them. Yeah? And they will look at you and they will go, like they will try to attack you, you know? Like, keep in mind, a lot of the people who are getting mad at Chris Tyson from Mr. Beast for being trans, I'm noticing a lot of those people, you know, your Matt Walsh types, your Ben Shapiro types. Well, Ben Shapiro isn't Christian. But your Matt Walsh types, your Michael Knowles types, you know, people in that cohort, a lot of those people are Christian. And a lot of those people have an ungodly amount of political power to try to censor anything that they don't like. But no, there's no repercussion for talking bad about Christianity. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. And you're sitting here lying about it because what? Because some animator on YouTube and a Minecraft Let's Player said something negative about it? Really? What is the persecution complex? Christians constitute one of the most powerful groups in the world, and you're acting like someone lightly jabbing at your religion is an attack on it, and that you're being persecuted. Grow up. Genuinely, grow up. The only thing that should be persecuting you is trying to log off of Reddit. You get off of the Tradcaf forums, you degenerate. What are you doing? Stop posting statues on Twitter like a cringe lord. Stop. Do better. Be better. Live better. Live Moss. Taco Bell. I don't know what else to tell you. Regardless, I do wish everyone a very nice day. Thank you for watching. I love you all. If you like this video, you can follow me on Twitter. Links in the description. You can join the Discord to know when I'm going live, or even to talk to me one-on-one. Or you can join the streams. We don't usually have a lot of viewers, but you know what, if we do, I'm going to do another fun segment like a Try Not to Laugh, might play a bit of video games, and this is a really good place to talk to me one-on-one. Or at least in front of other people. With that being said, I love you all, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace. Gotta hit the stop record button. Alright. I feel like that was a very, very good segment. Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love, and trust. Take a moment to think of just flexibility, love, and trust. Here comes a thought that might alarm you. What someone said and how it harmed you. Something you did. This is perfect timing. Look at this. Look at this. Matt Walsh immediately complaining about Mr. Beast. That moral panic is so funny. I had someone a couple of weeks ago ask me where I got my outro from on YouTube. Thank you for the good segment. Being trans in the Bible Belt was awful. Yeah, I fucking bet. Christ, I'm so sorry. Night Hazel, although you're probably already gone. They fell for the psyop, yeah. Honestly, I consider myself somewhat Christian and Anglican/Episcopalian myself, but Jaden and J Slat, yeah. Also, like, in my experience, Episcopalians are, like, so fucking chill. Evangelical Christians have a lot of global power. Yeah, literally. It's insane how much power they have. Like, you are not persecuted, especially if you're evangelical. Like, you may feel persecuted, but boyo, you are not persecuted in the slightest. Thanks for the sympathy, like, actually, yeah. Of course. We love you here. But, this is where I get my outro from. Unfortunately, this channel, was hacked by a crypto channel. A little crypto pusher. But, this is the outro. I used to love watching this video because I thought it was very funny. friendly warning, there are like gunshots in here. But it's a comical video. But it's a Nightcore version of a Steven Universe song. It's like Mimi. And this is like usually where I cut it off, but like the way I figured out, like the way I decided to use this was I was literally just sitting around one day and I was like, I need an outro. And I was like watching through some of these older videos because like they left them up when they took over the channel, the Ethereum assholes. But like I was watching through and I was like, that would be a very funny outro. And so I did it. Yeah, so many bees. Oh yeah. it's great. But yeah. I wonder, yeah, what do the new comments say? Damn. When was the most recent? 1 day ago. Damn. But yeah, but the way I used to like actually do the outro was like when I still use Sunny Vegas, I stopped using Sunny Vegas and I moved to a Windows Movie Maker, or at least like the video editor, whatever they call it. Yeah, just video editor. Because Sunny Vegas died out on me. We're gonna start the new segment sometime here soon. We dropped viewership suddenly. Unfortunately, but you know, it is late, that's bound to happen. But basically what I used to do was I used to go to the end of the video and then I'll drag in the image and then I would drag in the song under it and then I would cut it at like where I thought it was fine. And then I sat down one day and I was just like, why don't I just make it one video? So like if you go to like videos from a couple of months ago, like when I first started doing that outro, there might be like a slight discrepancy in where I cut it off because I used to do that manually. But now my videos, it's literally just insert intro, insert segment, insert outro, click finish, wait for it to process, upload. It's so simple now. Like the most difficult part of doing videos for me is unironically making the thumbnail. Which all the sleepy people who left a good night, I do too. And I will be streaming tomorrow, more than likely. Tomorrow afternoon, if I do. But I'm trying to keep up that consistent one video a day content schedule. So for me to do that, I'm gonna have to start streaming a lot more, which I will be doing. There may be like some time within the next few weeks where I kind of die down on streaming a little bit. But that's just on account of the fact that I have like exams coming up. But like the moment exams are done and we're decently far enough into the end of the school year, like I'm not doing. Listen, I will be streaming daily if I fucking have to. Okay, I want the summer of 2023 to be the summer of a pillow. My husband sang that song to me once when I was really upset. It's a really good song. Like, the actual Here Comes a Thought is a really good song. Is there just a YouTube chat, or is there another chat? It's just a YouTube chat. I don't stream on anything else, and I am not monetized yet, so I cannot justify having my own channel. Not my own channel, my own website. Anyways, I'm saying all of that to say I'm planning on redoing my assets, because along with some other things, like I used to have a little box around me whenever I would do like my little like in cam segments like this. I used to have a little box around my camera. I designed those in like 2021 when I was like 16 in my job's break room. So they need some revamping, and I plan on working on revamping them. I'd listen to that song anytime I got gamer rage. Yeah, it is probably one of my favorite. What is my favorite Steven Universe song? Oh, What Can I Do For You? What Can I Do For You is my favorite Steven Universe song. But Here Comes the Thought is absolutely top 5. I love Here Comes the Thought. Here comes a thought that might alarm you. What someone said and how it harmed you. Something you did that failed to be charming. Things that you said are suddenly swarming. I can't sing all that well, but you know what? It is what it is. Here in the Garden's good. Oh, Drift Away? That song, yeah. Here in the garden, let's play a game. I'll show you how it's done. Yeah, you have an awesome voice. People tell me that. I'm inclined to go, okay, thank you, but you know. You can never really know, and I think I would be a biased judge of my voice, because I like to think I sound better than I actually do. Or at least than I assume I actually do. I actually haven't watched SU yet, but I hear a lot of great things about it. Steven Universe is really... It's good for the time it was created. You're mostly in tune? Mostly. Keyword is mostly. Which means I'm not in tune, which is not good, because you at least want to be in tune. I'm gonna be 100% honest, especially after watching The Owl House, I might just make this an off-stream segment. Not an off-stream segment, but like a separate segment, like an impromptu one, because I do upload those occasionally. But I'm gonna be 100% honest. The Owl House, which is a show I love and adore, it ended less than a week ago this past Saturday. And I'm gonna be like 110% honest. I think Steven Universe and The Owl House are two sides of the same coin, kind of, in the way that they treated their villains. The only difference is like what came out of Steven Universe versus what came out of The Owl House. Because, by the way, Owl House spoilers, I'm gonna set this up for you. Gonna put this up. Damn, that's small. Okay, can I? Is there any way? Okay, yeah, I can. Just had that locked. Okay, cool. It's bigger than me. Oh no. Oh no, I'm a little tiny. I'm a little tiny next to it. Okay. The way Steven Universe and the way The Owl House. Also, when this goes down, I'm done saying spoilers. But the way Steven Universe and the way The Owl House treated its two villains, I feel were very important, but also came at two very different times. So in Steven Universe, of course, you have the diamonds and most of the villains, pretty much all of the villains in Steven Universe. You're gonna zone out. That's fine. But the way Steven Universe treated the diamonds and the other villains in in the show was one where it was very big on forgiveness and understanding and giving people second chances, which was a pretty important message to send. And a lot of people joke about it and like to say, oh, Steven like forgave the genocidal diamonds, and it's like, they didn't know. And keep in mind, there was really no implication that the diamonds had attacked intelligent life until us, until they got to Earth, and then that's when they stopped. Up until that point, it seemed like they were just kind of colonizing worlds that were just like, plant life, maybe some like very dumbed down animals. It seemed like basically planets full of like fucking like cows and shit. And if you eat burgers, dude, I don't know what to tell you, but you can't judge them for like just sucking the life out of these planets. Because you know what we're doing is resulting in the same thing. That was very different than the Owl House, because while you had the diamonds who were colonizing and propagating their species, but they didn't really stop until they got stopped by a diamond in Rose Quartz, who is a fantastic character who gets too much hate, and I can go on a rant about that by itself, but I'm not going to. In the Owl House, you have two villains in the Collector, who is a misunderstood villain who gets redeemed, and Emperor Bellows. Emperor Bellows is just a fascist. He's just a fascist. He's just evil. Flat out. And we see this in the finale of the show, where the Collector tries to like make an appeal to Emperor Bellows after figuring out, hey, sometimes people just need compassion and a second chance, and the Collector almost gets bodied. And then the Collector goes up to Luz, the main character, and he's like, I thought I was doing right. Like, what happened? And then Luz looked at him and just went, you did great. Like, you're fine. What you did was fine. But, like, the implication deep down was, like, you did good in giving this person compassion, but some people do not deserve compassion because they will try to take advantage of you if you give them that. And towards the end, even Emperor Bellows tries to go for, like, oh, I'm cured of, like, my curse now. Give me compassion and, like, don't kill me in, like, an attempt to kill Luz. And Luz fucking boils the motherfucker and stomps him the fuck out. Her and her friends and family, in Rain, Ida, and King, her found family, stomp the fucker out after Luz calls down boiling rain on him because he was a fascist piece of shit. Emperor Bellows' entire plan, his entire plot, was centered over deliberately trying to commit a genocide against witches. While the diamonds were kind of blindly walking their way into like an environmental disaster, which was effectively what they were doing before they got stopped when Rose Quartz, who was a diamond, realized the value of life and of organic life. They were not being deliberate in what they were doing. They were basically cogs in a fucking machine, which doesn't justify what they did, but it makes their redemption when they figured out that they were wrong a lot more understandable. Could it have been handled better? Yeah, but at the same time, they were strapped for time and like really fleshing out the diamonds, because Cartoon Network did the thing that a lot of networks like to do, that Disney even did with the Owl House, which was, oh, you have gay people in you, we're cutting your show. Meanwhile, you get down to the Owl House, where Emperor Bellows is deliberate in his villainy. He's deliberate in his evil. He is outright genocidal, and he's gotten second chances, and each time he got a second chance, he took advantage of someone else. He was just evil and self-centered, and there was a really good thing that they said about it, that Papa Titan said about Emperor Bellows, which was basically him and Luz were having like a little conversation towards the end of the final episode, where Luz was like, well, aren't Emperor Bellows and us like kind of the same? Like, what Emperor Bellows is ultimately looking out for is protecting humanity from like a perceived threat. And then like the Titan looks at her and goes like, no. By the way, the Titan is voiced by Aaron Hansen, aka fucking Egoraptor, which I thought was phenomenal. Because I fucking love Aaron. his content. I don't know him personally. No fucking parasociality. I just think his content is great. But like, Luz says that, and then Aaron Hansen Titan says, like, are you insane? Like, no. He says that he's doing it to protect people, but at the end of the day, he is a pathetic man who fancies himself a hero and is trying to basically live out a personal fantasy of murdering a bunch of people in order to make himself feel better about himself and his pathetic place in life, because he thinks that he's doing the right thing when in all honesty he just has a really fucked up personal fable. Which, perfect. Like, they never once used the term fascist in the series, but I think Emperor Bellows was a perfect example of a fascist, and the way that they dealt with him was by, you know, kind of like how Rhodey did when describing Thanos in Endgame. Just like kill him, get rid of him. Like, they don't, like, at a certain point, you can't give people second chances, and fascists are some of those people that you don't give second chances. And if you have the ability to disempower them, which I'm not advocating for violence, but if you have the ability to disempower them, to get them out of places. Had a lot of Full Metal Alchemist and Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, that is true. References. But, like, if you're in a position to make sure that these people stay out of power and can no longer hurt people, whether it be somehow getting them into prisons, disempowering them, making sure that, like, their protests don't work, making sure their politicians don't get elected, etc., 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 by preventing fascists from coming to power, you're preventing them from exploiting you. Because a fascist will do whatever it takes to get to power. They will subvert your democracy. They will storm your capitals. They will do whatever it takes. And they do not deserve a second chance. Because if you try to give them a second chance, they will take advantage of you. Which is exactly what Bellows tried to do. And you know what? He ended up goop on the ground, getting boiled to death, and he got stomped. Good riddance. With that being said, if you like this little impromptu segment, make sure to drop a like, hit that bell icon so that you know whenever I go live, so that you may be able to get me on one of these little tirades. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord so that you know when I go live, and also so that you can maybe see my cartoon rants down in there whenever I do them. And I love you all. See you in the next video. Peace. Okay. How spoilers are down. The they think they're doing the right thing argument is annoying as fuck. Yeah, it doesn't matter if they think they're doing the right thing, because they're wrong. They're bad. They're evil. Which is another thing about it. The Diamonds in Steven Universe didn't... I think Steven Universe works a lot better as an environmental message, and also as a story more about family and not fascism. Even though I can very easily argue that Gem Society was fairly, I'm not gonna say fascistic, they don't necessarily fit the 14 points, but they were definitely authoritarian, whereas Bellows was just a fascist. He fit the 14 points. He was actively trying to engage in genocide because he hated witches and wanted them dead. Yeah. That was not a segment I expected to get out today, but I'm glad I got to rant about the Owl House. Very glad about that. Anyways, I do hope everyone is doing fine. Holy shit, is Facade popular again? Is Facade, I hope Facade is popular again. Because that would be great. I fucking loved watching Facade videos when I was little. Would the Diamonds be closer to Stalinist Russia? No. No, Stalinist Russia was shit. Bellows would be closer to Stalinist Russia. The Diamonds would be much closer to if I'm being honest, human development. Because, like, you watch Steven Universe and you look at the diamonds, and what the diamonds are doing is going to different planets. Some of them have organic life. I'm pretty sure they all have organic life, the ones that they did colonize. Whether that be, like, plants or, like, animals or some shit, and building it up in order to extract resources, build more of the species, and keep it moving. But the way that they did it, it wasn't like, yes, we are better than... Well, no, they were like, yes, we are better than everyone else. But it wasn't like... Manifest Destiny... Yeah, it was pretty much just Manifest Destiny, which is bad. It's fucking horrible. But there is absolutely a difference between what the Diamonds did, which was just planet hop and fucking, like, suck out resources to build more of their societies. That's a lot more easier to redeem than Bellows, who was on a mission to murder everyone. Like, this is a difference between like deforestation and fucking Nazi Germany. Like, there's a difference here. Both fucking suck. One is significantly worse. It's kind of hard to justify... No, it is extremely difficult to justify both of them, but one of them is kind of understandable. The other one is like... If you catch my drift. Like, that's pretty much what it is. Sorry for the tangent. No, you are fine. It's not just about prevention either. People in power are currently enacting... Yeah. Sexual violence is violence. Yep. I agree. Anyways. I got your picture. I'm coming with you. Dear Maria, count me in. There's a story at the bottom of this bottle. Another plan. Alright, I'm going to do a poll as to what segment we should do next. Keep in mind, we already did JaidenAnimations, so we can either do Mr. Beast. Holy crap, I made the stream, found you on Xander Hall, excited to see the revival of the Left Tube. Thank you. I'm glad you could make it. We will be starting a new segment fairly soon. Let me cut on the background music. Okay. Looks like Mr. Beast. Ooh. Down to 67%. 75, up to 75. Okay. And that's 5 votes in out of 16. We are at a 60-40, 50-50. Oh, shit. What does the viewership want? I'm glad no one is claiming stolen election yet. Hope we get Owl House merchandise sometimes in the future. Yeah. Although I doubt that we're gonna get more Owl House content, just on account of the fact that Dana Terrace, the creator of the Owl House, left Disney. Like, Dana Terrace is done with Disney, and working with them. Like, they don't work at Disney anymore. So I heavily doubt that we're gonna get more Owl House, like, story content unless they agree to work on, like, a graphic novel continuation, which I do believe Dana Terrace would be interested in doing. But, like, going with Disney TVA, I don't think that Disney TVA... No, I don't think that Dana Terrace is going to want to work with Disney TVA anymore. Because, I mean, they quit Disney. I doubt they're gonna want to, work with them ever again. Which, like, no blame. Shit, it's down to 50-50 again. Okay. Get your final votes in. because I will be ending this poll in 2 minutes. Lego Store is winning. Holy shit. This is close. One more vote can swing it. One more vote can swing it back to a 50-50. That's phenomenal. Cusco. The poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. Poison meant for Cusco. I can't do a Kronk voice. I need to find out how to do a Kronk voice. Cusco. The poison for Cusco. Like, I think as long as I can get the cadence correct, then all I have to do is like, Cusco. The poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. Like, I don't know. It's... Ugh. Ugh. I don't know how to do it. But, yeah. People are angry at the Lilo and Stitch live action remake. Don't blame them. Don't watch it though. Don't fucking hate watch. Stop hate watching shit. You fucking idiot. Stop fucking doing it. Please. Zan shooting guns. That's pretty cool. Happy for him. I wanna go shooting. Okay. I have 1 more minute until I close out this poll. It is a 54-46. And we have 18 concurrent viewers. This is about what we do next. Which segment is next? As soon as it goes to 12:07 for me, so that is less than a minute from now, I'm ending the poll. 1 vote can 50-50 it, and if it 50-50s it, we will be doing a heads, tails. We'll be doing a coin flip. I don't know why I called it a heads, tails. Looks like there will be no coin flip. Mr. Beast won with a total of 13 votes. That was very close. That was very close. Alright, so we will be doing that next. Oh god. Dude, this video down here is fucking wild. It's about a guy getting, like, cucked by a black guy. And someone responded with this glorious photo from Racial Consciousness on Twitter. I don't know why this account is allowed to exist, but they said you can tell just by looking a white man invented this. Which is hilarious. Wait, there's a Lilo and Stitch live action remake? There will be one. There will be one. And the casting is coming out and people are angry because of Nani? I think her name is Nani? Yeah, because of Nani's, the person who's supposed to be playing Nani. People aren't happy about it. Let me just put it like that. People are not happy about her playing Nani. Yeah. Honestly, the thing that I'm most interested with Lilo and Stitch is, like, I feel like part of the thing that made Lilo and Stitch so, like, perfect was the art direction. The guy who did the art for Lilo and Stitch, I'm forgetting his name. Let me put it like this. Weird fucking artist to get for a Disney movie. Because that guy does pinups. And, like, when I say pinups, I mean, like, pinups. Which was wild for me to find out. Because, like, I was just looking at the guy's art. I was like, oh, Lilo and Stitch, that's a fun movie. I wonder who did, like, the art for it. Because it looks so different from other Disney movies. And then I looked into it. And then I was just like, why am I seeing exposed titties in the Lilo and Stitch art style? What the fuck is going on? None of the Lilo and Stitch characters, mind you. A, because that would be weird as fuck, and B, because he would get sued to shit. Shit, I'm sorry, I just dropped something. But yeah, guy's name is Chris Sanders. You can look at his art. But yeah, no, like, guy does, like, pinup art. Which is really interesting. So, that's something. But I do feel like the art direction of Lilo and Stitch was part of what helped it a lot. And, that's just, like, really not something you're gonna get in a live action. So, we'll have to see, though. I feel like if there's any story you could develop in live action, it would be Lilo and Stitch, but knowing Disney, it's like a cash grab as fuck. We will be starting the Mr. Beast segment soon. Didn't we get enough of Sneeko already? I think, yeah. Okay, that's garbage. Please, for the love of God, don't hate. Yeah, do not hate watch it. Holy shit. You're still here? I took my dab. I thought my dab would take too long. No. Still got 2 segments to go. I'm worried how bad the CG for Stitch is gonna be. Knowing how fucking overworked CG artists are, I do not have faith in it. And ironically though, yes, it should be rotoscope. Yeah, maybe. There's a deleted scene from Lilo and Stitch that made fun of tourism and how tackles. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's honestly the issue with Disney though. They'll take like very real issues and like whitewash the fuck out of them. Like Princess and the Frog. You know the fucking opening song of Princess and the Frog way down in New Orleans? Yeah. Yeah, let me pull up the lyrics to this song right here. Cause there's like one lyric, dude. Huh. Oh. Oh. The opening. You aren't slick. What do you think you're doing? Really? The finale? What do you think you're doing? What? Huh? Yeah, you better give me the original. Yeah. We're going on Genius for this one. Do not start playing the track. Disney will fucking murder me. Yeah. Stately homes and mansions of the sugar barons and cotton kings. And they just brush past it, you know? No one ever talks about the fact that it's fucking Lottie's dad and Princess and the Frog would realistically be a racist piece of shit. No one talks about the fact about like Lottie herself would probably also be a racist piece of shit, considering the fact that it was 1920s Louisiana. Like, and I get it, you know? You don't want to center your movie around racism, but I didn't like the way that they just kinda brushed it under the rug with like little sly fucking references. Like, ah yes, of the sugar barons and cotton kings. Or like the fact that Tiana was having an issue getting a mortgage loan. Not a mortgage loan, but like a loan to buy the restaurant. And like, it was implied that it was due to her race, but they didn't make it explicit. Like, to the point where it could blow over a kid's head if they didn't know about it. Like, that's disgusting. Don't do that. Like, just be honest about it. Same thing with, like, Hamilton. But that's a stun lock, and I'm not gonna get stun locked, because we need to cover Mr. Beast, because this is gonna be this is gonna be a big fucking segment. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, dude. This one's gonna be a big one. How long is Sunny V2's video? Because if Sunny V2's video is... Oh, it's short. Yay. Okay, so then we'll just react to it. We'll react to Sunny V2's video. Sunny V2 isn't gonna like fucking murder me for reacting to his video, right? Actually, wait, no, if I do get copy strike for reacting to his video, that's just gonna grow my fucking channel. Because I'm gonna go like, hey, I got copy strike by Sunny V2, even though my content was transformative, and everyone would be like, I'm just gonna like rise up You know, like you're just gonna see like I'm gonna be at like 2.5k, 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 22k, 22k, 40k, 40. Like it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. Okay. Hamilton ruined a whole generation of theater kids by making think. Yeah. Like, I will say this. In the song "What Did I Miss," which is Thomas Jefferson's first song, in the play, there's a line where he goes like, "There's a letter on my desk from the president. Haven't even put my bag down yet. Sally be a lamb, darling, won't you open it? They say the president's assembling a cabinet and that I am to be the Secretary of State. Great." Yeah, like in that whole place where he comes in. That line, "Sally be a lamb, darling, won't you open it?" was a reference to Sally Hemings, who was a slave, a 14-year-old girl who Jefferson assaulted repeatedly and fathered children with. But no, Lin-Manuel Miranda was just like, I can include that as a funny little song. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with you? Hey, I'm gonna put a funny little history reference to the girl who Thomas Jefferson fucking raped. What? No! What's wrong with you? No, tell me, who does that? That's fucking sociopathic. That's so sociopathic. But no, the fucking songwriter, our Lord and Savior, Lin-Manuel Miranda, was just like, that would be a funny reference to make to people who know it. It's like fucking elbowing someone and going, hey, did you get that reference? Did you get that reference to one of the worst fucking crimes ever perpetuated by a founding father? What? Stop. Jesus fucking Christ. Who does that? Which is why, personally, I'll fuck with Hamilton all that much as a musical. I know the lyrics to, like, a lot of the songs, because I used to like it when I was younger, and then I thought about it a bit more, and I was like, what? Like, when I got older, and I learned about that, I was like, what? Like, really? Like, that's what we're doing? And I don't fuck with Hamilton anymore. I don't fuck with Hamilton anymore. My favorite musical is Cabaret, which is a much better musical, especially concerning historical fiction. I suggest watching Cabaret. Cabaret is very good. The entire musical, well, the best production of the musical is on YouTube. It's from the 70s. It's very fucking good. I suggest you watch it. It has Alan Cummings as the MC. It's about an hour, 40 minutes. I suggest you watch it. It's a very good musical. I could do a whole rant on it, but I'm not going to because we need to get to this. I never knew he included horrendous garbage like that. Yeah, it's fucking disgusting. My favorite musical is High School Musical. My senior quote was a High School Musical quote. I said we were not, in fact, all in this together. I used to love it when I was younger, but then I got context and stuff. Yeah. Say what you will about FD Signifier, but I think FD Signifier put it perfectly when he said that Hamilton was just rapping slave masters. Like, I could do a video essay on Hamilton. Actually, I think FD Signifier did do a video essay on Hamilton and about how fucking disgusting it was as a concept. Because it is. The infinite musical stem-like. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. No more musical talking. This shit is fucking gay. Lovingly gay. Listen, you can see the bisexual lighting. I am a queer asshole myself. It's just, you know, sometimes you talk about musicals, sometimes you stun-lock about them. It is what it is. But yeah, no, if you want like a significantly better historical musical, watch Cabaret, because it actually treats its subject matter with respect, and it's actually good, and the songs are actually good. So yeah, let's continue. But let's continue. Okay, yeah. I mean, defending the pedophilic elites is the most American thing since Apple crime. True. True. I'm having fun in the stream. I like late night streams, they're good. I like afternoon streams, but I also like late night streams, because by late night streams I'm usually a little loopy, so I can stun lock a little easier. And stun locks are really good. Well, my kind friends, as you can see in the chat wants to cover some kind of a little bit of the arm throw stuff, but we are about to cover the arm throw stuff. So, Mr. Beast, a fellow North Carolinian, and Chris Tyson, who I believe is also a North Carolinian, are good friends. And Chris Tyson, fine person, very nice person, very recently came out as some form of trans. Chris Tyson, who uses any all pronouns, as we can see here, basically recently revealed that they were on informed consent, HRT, so most likely estrogen, and that, you know, they had felt this way for a very, very, very long time. And a lot of people got really mad at this because, well, Mr. Beast is the largest YouTuber on the planet, and Mr. Beast being associated with a trans person isn't seen as a very good thing to these people. And Mr. Beast, as a good person, has come out to bat for their friend, Chris Tyson. I'm trying to find the tweet now. With this, Chris Tyson has come under a lot of fire, and so has Mr. Beast, and we're about to watch a video which is going to highlight this. And that's where I'm going to stop the video, because I was grievously underprepared to go into that. I thought I was going to be able to find that Mr. Beast tweet a lot easier, but you know what? From at Mr. Beast. What is Mr. Beast at? Mr. Beast's Twitter ad is just Mr. Beast, right? It should be. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it is just at Mr. Beast. What the fuck? Right, Mr. Beast transphobia. And then I will go to Chris Tyson. Then I have a Matt Walsh tweet up. And then the video's right here. Okay. I don't know why, but Mr. Beat is a far superior YouTuber. Yeah. Mr. Beat, he does the history content. He's a history teacher. He's pretty cool. He's a bit of a griller though, but I can respect grillers. I like grillers. Okay. Mr. Beast is a very popular YouTuber. Some people might even say the most popular YouTuber on the planet, famous for helping cure the blind, doing Squid Game. Mr. Beast Netflix Squid Game. There's an American remake of Squid Game gonna be done, apparently, by Netflix too. as well as a live action one. But Mr. Beast, very popular YouTuber. And recently, one of Mr. Beast's friends on his team, called Chris Tyson, came out as trans, some form of trans, using any pronouns, and seems to be happy. Chris Tyson revealed that they were on informed consent, HRT, which, very happy for Chris Tyson. And, of course, with the way the internet goes, a lot of people got really mad at Mr. Beast. We can see here, we have our kind friend who looks like a thumb, Matt Walsh, saying, "My kids don't watch YouTube, but if they did, I would not allow them to watch Mr. Beast content anymore." Not anymore kind of clues me into the idea that Matt Walsh does actually let his kids watch YouTube, and he's just angry about this. Highly confusing and harmful for a child to be exposed to a man who is undergoing a transition. And then, of course, we have Vosh under here, moving to ratio. Him. Moving to ratio Matt Walsh, and it looks like it's going to be successful. It looks like it's going to be a successful ratio. So, there's been a video, actually, that a hack YouTuber, I'll say, called SunnyV2 posted about Chris Tyson, that we will be reacting to, called "Why Chris Will Soon Be a Nightmare for Mr. Beast." And we even have Mr. Beast down here saying, "Yeah, this is getting absurd. Chris isn't my nightmare, he's my fucking friend, and things are fine. All this transphobia is starting to piss me off." So we love Mr. Beast, and in honor of Mr. Beast, and in honor of Chris Tyson, we will be going through this video by SunnyV2 about how apparently Chris will soon be a nightmare for Mr. Beast. I haven't seen it yet. I've heard it's bad, and let's react to it together. Let's go. Let us go.
The Chris Tyson situation could become a complete disaster for Mr. Beast's brand.
Okay, first of all, what? We are 4 seconds in, and immediately the Chris Tyson situation could become a complete disaster for Mr. Beast's brand? What? Hey, Chris Tyson living their life and Mr. Beast supporting their friend could be a complete disaster for Mr. Beast's brand. What is wrong with you? Immediately. Let's further get into this.
However, it may also provide some unique benefits. So let's begin
Okay.
going over the drama before it.
So they're portraying Chris Tyson's transition as a branding thing, as a business okay, let's just keep watching. Let's keep watching.
Explaining exactly how this will impact the Mr. Beast channel. In mid-2022, fans began to notice that Chris Tyson was changing. In the early days, he represented the
I don't get what the music in the background is.
dude. Yet beginning in March 2022, Chris began to display increasingly feminine traits.
Good for her.
Such as "I finally got my nails done at a nail tech." Additionally, Chris would highlight that his facial appearance had changed significantly since the start of the pandemic, which accompanied another post reading, "Okay, so in 4 different customs I had to prove I was myself because I, quote, look nothing like my passport pic, so much that I'm considering updating my passport. Do you see any resemblance?" From
Good for Chris. I just want to give everyone... I just want to say good for Chris. Everyone, good for Chris. I think we can all agree if you're watching this video. Good for Chris. Happy for Chris.
replies such as, "You went from man to boy." Chris responded by stating, "Nah, to be honest, I just really started taking my mental health seriously and eating better." Yet his
Good
photos
for
kept
Chris.
insinuating that Chris was becoming more feminine, with this same kind of look showing up in his Mr. Beast appearances. For example, on the 6th of January 2023, Beast Reacts uploaded a video titled "I strapped a GoPro to a fish," in which Chris dressed in a way that prompted comments such as, "Chris has been adopting more and more traits that remind me of my grandmother." Okay, so some people just gonna ignore Chris's nails? Chris had to have lost a bet. The look is
Okay. Wait, when was this video uploaded? 3 months ago. And all of these say from 1 day ago, 5 hours ago, 2 days ago. And this video came out 1 day ago. So either this person, SunnyV2, has been sitting on these screenshots for a while and was waiting to launch them. Because these seem like some pretty... from a fairly old Mr. Beast video, and Mr. Beast is pretty consistent with content. 5 hours ago? That's, either those are really recent comments on that video, after this has been, like, a topic of conversation for a week, or SunnyV2 was literally sitting there just like waiting for the ball to drop on this, which is weird. Which is really weird if it's that latter bit. Anyways, let's continue the video.
It's getting wild. The response to the video then prompted countless viral TikToks, such as this one with 700,000 likes, stating how did Chris go from this to this, while others even made the claim that Carl had turned him gay. Now, this was pretty ridiculous, as Carl isn't even that feminine, and Chris had come out as bisexual years before he...
I want to use my ult to let everyone know that I'm bisexual, and when I told a few people I did when I was 16, I got a lot of negative backlash from friends/family. Okay. Again, good for Chris for being comfortable enough to share her sexuality. Hey, look. I'm bi too, you know? The bisexual lighting, it's not just a look. It's a culture. It's a cultural icon for me. Anyways.
And Carl had even met. The true catalyst for Chris Tyson's feminization instead seemed to have come from his marriage. In January 2022, Chris would post a photo with his wife to his Instagram, yet after this, the family photo stopped altogether. Fans also noticed that he'd removed his wedding ring, with the ring's absence correlating perfectly with the very first post in which he'd painted his
Wait.
nails. Chris would post a photo with his wife to his Instagram, yet for Chris Tyson's feminization instead seemed to have come from his marriage. In January 2022, Chris would post a photo with his wife to his Instagram, yet after this, the family photo stopped altogether. Fans also noticed that he'd removed his wedding ring, with the ring's absence correlating perfectly with the very first post in which he'd painted his nails. Chris confirmed the split in a post from March 2023 reading, "For a little over a year now, me and Katie have been separated," with this also confirming that Chris's transformation began as soon as his marriage came to an end.
What the fuck? Wait. So if I'm getting this correct, this guy's entire point right now is that Chris is that being separated and divorced caused Chris to trans their gender. That is the claim being made right now. That getting a divorce and separation caused Chris to trans their gender. I see why I see why people were talking about this video on Twitter. What the fuck? This is insane. This is actually crazy. What? This is wild. Oh my god. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Chris went from lighting campfires and raising a family with his beautiful wife to now trying to be a wife with his man buns and long nails. As the criticism continued to pile, Chris announced that he'd be taking a break from social media. And while there was a possibility that Chris would make efforts to return to his former self, he'd rather do the opposite and double down on his feminine image, showing up to the Kids' Choice Awards looking like this before making the announcement.
Wait, dude. Really? Okay, first of all, this is just a good outfit. Like, I don't... Dude. That's just a good outfit. I don't know what to tell you. But, like, I also like the conspiratorial music in the background. Like, the fucking... Like... They're just on HRT and transitioning. Like, this is wild. This is wild. So wait, if this guy is thinking they changed because of divorce, shouldn't this guy be super trans for that Black Air Force incels energy? I guess. What you mean? I'm not getting, but yes. If it's good, no. If it's bad, I don't know. Let's continue this video.
Down on his feminine image, showing up to the Kids' Choice Awards looking like this before making the announcement that he'd been doing HRT for approximately 2 months, which according to a quick Google search is the medical process for changing genders. Chris would expand on this by stating,
it's a facet of the process. It is not the full process. It's a part of the process for some people. It's not the full process. Shows Sunny V2's understanding of this, if it has not already. We're only 2 minutes through this video. This is going to be a long one. This is insane.
Informed consent HRT saved my and many others' lives. The hurdles GNC people have to jump through to get life-saving, gender-affirming healthcare in a first world country is wild to me. Just let people make informed decisions about their own body.
True. Keep in mind that, that gender-affirming care reduces suicidality within trans people, and particularly the youths, people of my age. As we can see here, suicide risk reduces 73% in transgender non-binary youths with gender-affirming care. Yeah? So, I'm gonna link this down in the doobly-doo, where you can see it, along with my links, such as my Twitter, my Discord, so that you know when I go live. This is a shameless plug, but if you want to read on this full thing, you're more than free to. I'm gonna link it down below when I fully upload this. But, what Chris is saying here, Chris isn't even saying. What Chris is doing here is spitting hot fire fucking bars, okay? Cool. Even then, HRT can refer to treatments that aren't part of gender-affirming care. Yeah. Oop, 1 second. I think I might have to pause the segment. Alright. I will be right back. I just had some family enter the house. A little late, so I'm gonna go deal with that. I will be right back. Will take no more than 5 minutes. Holy shit. Y'all actually stayed. I was like fully expecting to come back and for there to be like no one here. Huh. Well, we chillin'? I can see. I can see. Okay. So I'm probably gonna pick back up around 12:50, just so I can make sure we're good and ready to go. But yeah, so what's going on, people? I'll just use that. Nice. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. Holy shit. Alright, this is a stick up, put your pronouns in the bag. That's hilarious. It is very funny. But yeah, I did not expect that many people to stay. I fully expected to come back to like no one here. That's like, wow. But I guess that's what happens when it's like fucking 12 a.m. and no one else is streaming. Might as well stay. Might as well stay. Yep.
Hey, how was that burger today?
It was decent.
Food ain't no seasoning.
Yeah. I mean, I had to put a little salt and pepper on the fries, but overall it wasn't bad. Yeah. Love you. Alright. Give me like 5 minutes and we can get back into it. While we do wait though, I do want to check if I have any updated analytics on that video. 320 views. That is so much better than what I have been getting. Hopefully that means I get great viewership tomorrow, because I'm planning on uploading a spicy meatball tomorrow. So, hopefully, it'll take off in the outgo. Because I do think part of the issue may have been the fact that, how do I put it? I think part of the issue may have been the fact that I wasn't really doing, weekend uploads. And this is gonna be the first time that I actually do a weekend and not weekday upload. So, that's gonna, like, be a game changer depending on how it looks, but I expect the weekend uploads to actually do pretty good, I hope. She's joking with Jay Schlatt. Oh yeah, that situation. Okay, I think we can hop back into Chris Tyson. Sorry for the little cut, everyone. Something came up, but you know what? We're here, back again, to react to this just insane video. Let's get back into it.
Which received a positive response from both Carl and Mr. Beast, who wrote, "Got you, I did one more heart than Carl because I'm a better friend." While his co-workers expressed positivity,
That's sweet.
others weren't so welcoming. There goes a father figure the kid won't ever be able to look up to.
They did the meme! They did the meme! Wait, say it.
Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times.
If you couldn't tell before, this is a deeply stupid fucking video. And the fact that they even did that dumbass fucking quote is a display of it. Okay? Hey, guess what? That's not how the cycle of history works. Okay? Believe it or not, it isn't hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. You can't sum up history like that. That's not how it happens. That's not how that fucking works. You can't dumb down history like that. That's not how history fucking works. But you know what? They're doing the meme, because these are deeply unserious people. Cons being stupid, got it? Yep.
Weak man times. Chris responded to this comment by stating, "This is just more dog whistling that somehow trans and GNC folks aren't safe around kids. Tucker begs for me to come back when I leave for like 2 days to film. He is so loved and happy. Kids aren't born with hate, it's taught by people like you, and my child will only know love."
Perfect response. Perfect response. Pointing out, let's see here. Let's see what Chris said here.
I know kids aren't born with hate, it's taught by...
Calling out the dog whistling. Pointing out that Chris does maintain a good relationship with their kid. And pointing out that people like this dumbass down here, Live with Evan, fill people with hate. That's good. That is a perfect... Chris just committed a fucking murder right there, okay? What we just saw there, that was a murder. Yeah? Just made this person's pronouns were, okay? That was beautiful.
By people like you, and my child will only know love. I know I'm going to be a great parent, and so is every other person who puts the love of their child before everything. I made this decision because I wanted to show up as my best and happiest self for him. In a way, this was for Tucker. Chris's response...
That's great.
receive some positivity such as, "I'm convinced you're an amazing father. Tucker is lucky to have you and also lucky to have all of those who surround and support you in his life," as well as, "I adore that, I'm glad you made that decision. It's so much easier to be a parental figure when you're not struggling with dysphoria," yet he'd also receive an equal amount of backlash. "You ripped apart your family and took a father figure away from your son just so you could paint your nails and act as zesty."
Anyone, listen, anyone who uses the term zesty to describe queer people are themselves gay as fuck. Okay? Listen, I have never seen the term zesty come out of anyone who is not, like, secretly a self-hating gay. You can even see it in the person's profile picture. I'll even, like, they have, if you can see here, they have the hoodie on. They have the TTTT hoodie on. The body hiding hoodie on. They have that on. I guarantee you, give this person a couple years, they're gonna come out. Dark Hassan. But no, unironically, zesty is like the corniest fucking thing people have ever used to like try to refer to queer people offhandedly. Like, zesty? Really? Zesty? Motherfucker, you're the one who's zesty. You spray Axe body spray over yourself to cover your fucking BO. Go down to your basement and eat some chicken nuggets, you fucking degenerate. Like, really? Zesty.
Pathetic.
Corny.
He will get torn apart at school, won't want to have friends around his house, a life full of difference and being alone.
Hey, do y'all want to see a cool statistic? Y'all want to see a cool statistic? Let's pull something up. I'm also gonna toss this in the description. I hate paywalls. But you know what? That's why I have 12-foot ladder in my fucking bookmarks. Request timed out? Really? Does 12-foot not work anymore? Yeah, I guess not. That's lame. Anyways, I'm gonna put this down in the description because apparently Washington Post isn't like being promoted. Children with same-sex parents actually do better in school, which is due to a couple of things, mostly due to the fact that like same-sex parents, aka queer parents, have to adopt their kids, aka, you know, two parents in the household. But basically this just kind of goes to prove that like it doesn't matter the sexuality or like gender identity of your parents. What matters is having two loving parents, and it seems like Chris's kid does have two loving parents. I'm assuming Chris's ex is a fairly loving parent, and Chris very clearly cares very deeply about their kid. So I don't know what to tell you. Don't know what to do, don't know what to tell you.
Must have missed the point in that tweet. How's this for him when you're
Anime profile pic and the fucking Bitcoin symbol. Fucking discarded.
again reiterate his certainty in a new post
discarded.
reading, "It's never too late to start being yourself," which received praise from Mr. Beast as well as Nolan and Carl. However, these comments
And YouTube.
also added extra fuel to the fire. In a few years, look back at this thread and remember they were never
Damn! Damn! Like, look, listen. I have a forehead, yeah? But that shit's listen, I can respect the forehead, yeah? Because I don't have bangs, yeah? I don't have the ability to have bangs. Damn! That shit is global. It is global right there. That is a big ass forehead. God damn. Listen. I have this forehead because it shows my big brain. This person right here has this forehead because of their receding fucking hairline. Let's keep it moving. Avogadro's number head? Absolutely. Christ
your
on a bike.
friends. Only yes men cowards. Hope you come out of this safe. Mr. Beast responded to this with a simple opinion irrelevant ratio, to which the original commenter would state, I have 30 followers, so go ahead and ratio me. I'll still rest easy knowing
30 followers, but they pay for Twitter.
that I'm not a coward who idly sits by watching my friend ruin his own life. In some ways, it was nice to see the boys standing up for Chris on Twitter. However, the situation has already begun to change the dynamic within the videos. For example, in a recent livestream titled Opening 1,000 Mystery Art Boxes, Chris would once again dress in quite a feminine way, and while everybody participated as usual, the energy and vibe didn't feel nearly as smooth as it
There is no implication that this comment has anything to do with Chris's transition.
normally does. It felt as though there was an unaddressed elephant in the room, and therefore everybody was in their head.
Really? Wait, this is literally just clip chimping. This is literally just clip chimping right now. Holy shit.
As opposed to being in the present moment enjoying each other's company. Maybe everybody was simply
They
too
seem
busy opening
very
packages.
happy. Yeah, you have someone up here putting up stuff. They seem
But Chris
fairly
did make
happy
these
opening
bizarre
up stuff.
jokes about Jimmy being female, making him incredibly uncomfortable.
Oh my god, Jimmy, look, they drew you. Jimmy, they drew you so well. It looks just...
Have you ever watched a Mr. Beast? That's how he laughs. Like, wait, really? This is the extrapolation going on?
like...
here?
Oh yeah. Drew you. Jimmy, they drew you so well.
Listen, this is a joke that everyone fucking makes, okay? That's a joke a lot of friend groups make. Yeah, and you can see he looks at it. Wait, actually, if we look at
Oh
the
my god,
framing
Jimmy,
here,
look, they drew you. Jimmy, they drew you
because Chris initially holds it up to the
so
camera,
well.
and then Mr. Beast looks at it, then looks off, thinks about the joke,
It looks just
and
like...
then reacts because he thinks it's funny. That isn't an uncomfortable laugh. That was I look at it, think, react. Huh, that's kind of funny. This video's ridiculous. This video's so insane.
Oh, yes.
Oh my god, it's Jimmy.
How did fan art? This is what
Awkward moment.
we were looking for. Be brave, be honest, be kind, Mr. Beast. That is my tagline.
Becoming even weirder when each
Mr. Beast tries to divert the conversation from a joke? From a one-off joke? Chris didn't stay on that for too long, or else this fucking dumbass Sunny V2 would have showed Chris trying to stay on that for long. But it was a one-off joke. Mr. Beast wasn't trying to divert the conversation. He was trying to start a conversation topic. They didn't even discuss the joke. Like, I am convinced that Sunny V2 has never had a human interaction. Like, really?
member started to pay each other compliments.
Hey, nice shirt. Thanks, dude. Nice shirt.
Hey, nice shirt.
Thanks, dude. Nice shirt.
Thanks. Nice shirt.
Nice shoes.
For the most part, the live stream
Okay, I thought they were gonna point that out.
was devoid of awkward moments. However, it would act as fodder for another 100 million views worth of drama and criticism. Chris likely believes that people will slowly adapt to his new
On TikTok. The most botted platform on the fucking world. Okay.
appearance over time. But is this
What are the
really
political implications of Mr. Beast being an anime girl? FASH becomes president if Mr. Beast becomes an anime girl, so we have to advocate for it.
going to happen? Well, maybe. It's difficult to say as the situation is fairly unique, especially when considering Chris's reputation and influence. However, if Chris continues to transition, would it be unreasonable to say that he could jeopardize some of the personality traits which made him a successful member in the first place? perhaps the opposite will happen, and he'll instead pick up new personality traits that better resonate with the current MrBeast audience. This was put forward in many comments supportive of Chris, who implied that there'll be millions of queer kids who look up to him.
True.
Although this doesn't necessarily mean that it'll add any value to the videos. MrBeast has likely cultivated a massive LGBT audience, all of whom are already watching anyway, and if we've learned anything from Hollywood in recent years, it's that adding over-the-top LGBT characters for the sake of relatability rarely works as intended, and is often nothing more than a distraction from the premise of the movie or video. Audience. This was put forward in many comments supportive of Chris, who implied that there'll be millions of queer kids who look up to him, although this doesn't necessarily mean that it'll add any value to the videos. MrBeast has likely cultivated a massive LGBT audience, all of whom are already watching anyway, and if we've learned anything from Hollywood in recent years, it's that adding over-the-top LGBT characters for the sake of relatability rarely works as intended, and is often nothing more than a distraction from the premise of the movie or video. On top of this, it can be uncomfortable and
Have we ever considered the fact that maybe Chris Tyson is adding an over-the-top queer character? British people, this is why people say that you don't deserve fucking rights. Jesus, how do you have an island full of such a gaggle of idiots? I blame it on the fucking inbreeding. Who? Chris Tyson, real life person, transitions, and MrBeast remains their friend.
A massive LGBT audience, all of whom are already watching anyway, and if we've learned
Chris Tyson, fucking a cool person figures out their gender identity and starts to transition, and they're associated with a YouTuber known as MrBeast, and MrBeast is supportive of them. British person responds with this.
Anything from Hollywood in recent years, it's that adding over-the-top LGBT characters for the sake of relatability rarely works as intended, and is often nothing more than a distraction from the premise of the movie or video. On top of this,
there's no difference between Australians and fucking Brits. They're both dumbasses. Regardless, I think there are 2 minutes left of this video. We're gonna finish it out. But the fact that this YouTuber, SunnyV2, just tried to go woke, go broke MrBeast because MrBeast is friends with a trans person who is featured in his content is... I don't even know how to feel about it. It's dumb. It's stupid. It's idiotic. It's a little detached, I'm gonna be honest. It reeks of has never interacted with another person and has never had a genuine friendship. The fact that SunnyV2 is viewing Chris transitioning as like a business thing is kind of really weird to me. And you know what, we're just gonna continue this after we finish this video.
It can be uncomfortable and unrelatable for the silent majority, although as we have seen,
the silent majority. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. The silent majority. The silent majority doesn't want. Anytime you hear silent majority, just immediately assume that the person is lying to you. Oh my god.
A situation like Chris's does have the potential to create an otherworldly amount of discussion, which could be seen as a benefit for the MrBeast brand.
Drama is good for growth, 100%. That would be an easy way to up.
So you're a Keemstar?
The problem is this type of situation is probably the last thing that MrBeast wants to attract, as he's
Yeah, let's press bend over on TikTok's opinion, definitely.
forced to agree with Chris's position, as he has no way of manipulating the situation without being painted as the bad guy. It's a lose-lose situation.
I don't get why people are acting like MrBeast is like feeling like he's in a bad position here. This is his friend. And if you've ever seen MrBeast smile, you know he has... I'm sorry. MrBeast has like a hide the pain Harold smile. Like he has a very pain like kind of smile. That's just how he smiles. Some people have that. I have that. Like,
for MrBeast. I think Jimmy is in an inescapable situation. If he kicks out Chris, cancelled. If he don't, his channel will die for real. An inescapable situation is a pretty good way of describing the drama, which is also why it deserves the harsh label of being a nightmare. Jimmy has no option but to publicly express
anime profile pic, boob guy 7.
Acceptance of Chris's transition, as silence or even worse, disapproval would come with obvious severe repercussions. However, in accepting Chris's transition, Jimmy implies that this will be the new normal within the content, thus annoying a different group of people, many of whom will never express their true feelings and may rather simply click on fewer MrBeast videos.
Trust me, these people have made it abundantly clear that they will express their true feelings around the situation. I wish they would just silently stop watching his videos. I want these people to shut the fuck up. They're so annoying. Hence this video. Please shut the fuck up. God, we're almost there. We're almost at the end.
If this is the case, Jimmy has no option but to accept this fate, as removing Chris from the videos in any kind of way could create an even more severe media firestorm. The only clean solution, should things go south, might be for Chris to resign himself, and even then rumors and bad press will be unavoidable. Whether it be arrogance or ignorance, Chris seems oblivious to how this whole thing might impact Jimmy, forgetting that he achieved his current level of success by avoiding this exact type of drama.
Hey, aesthetically Saru. Saru being a fellow model in the team of Sans. What the fuck did we just watch? I don't even know where to start with that video. Okay. Firstly, treating Chris's transition as some form of like business decision is deeply weird behavior. Like deeply weird behavior. And please tell me if the music is louder than me. Extremely insane behavior. Deeply weird. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Sunny V2 is clearly trying to hide their bias in this situation. You aren't doing a very good fucking job, buddy. Okay? Look. Anyone with, like, the closest thing to a non-biased take in the situation would go like, hey, here's probably the closest thing you can get to an objective take. MrBeast is, I'm pretty sure, the largest single YouTuber on this platform. If PewDiePie is still beating him out, it is literally just in subscriber number, not in views. Because MrBeast gets a consistent 20 to 30 million, if not more, on each video he fucking uploads. Okay? Biggest channel. Biggest single YouTuber. I'm pretty sure the biggest channel is still T-Series. MrBeast isn't going to suffer anything from this. Mr. Beast isn't going to fucking suffer anything from Chris Tyson coming out as trans. The closest thing that Mr. Beast will get to suffering is the insufferable motherfuckers in his audience who make videos like this leaving his channel because they can't handle a trans person being on there. And personally, I see that as an absolute win. This video hurt physically to watch. This was painful. This was like something attacking the soul here. What Chris has done, yeah, and keep in mind, Mr. Beast has already responded to this video and said this. This is someone uploading this, yeah? And Mr. Beast saying, yeah, this is getting absurd. Chris isn't my nightmare, he's my fucking friend, and things are fine. All this transphobia is starting to piss me off. Mr. Beast literally is just trying to be a good friend to Chris. And we have these sociopaths who are like, Chris Tyson is a bad business decision for Mr. Beast. I'm very British, Australian, New Zealander, Kiwi man. And you're saying Chris Tyson being who Chris Tyson is going to negatively affect Mr. Beast down. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? This isn't a business decision. This is a person with a life deciding what is best for them and how they can be truer to themselves, and their friends are coming out in support of them, and you, like a sociopath, are like, how about I don't support this? Like, I don't get it, you know? You have so many people trying to live their lives, and you're sitting here having a stroke over what? Over Chris Tyson existing as they are, and then trying to hide it under, oh, this is just a bad business decision. Look at how uncomfortable Mr. Beast is when he's responding to a joke. Oh, did you see him try to change conversation topics when there wasn't a conversation going on and he was just trying to start, like, I don't know what else I can say, because I pretty much said it all in the video. This was a deeply idiotic piece of content. I would rather watch Matt Walsh than this shit again. And that was a 9-minute video. Genuinely, Sunny V2, look, if you're watching this, I'm sorry for dropping that. If you're watching this, which I heavily doubt you are, but if you're watching this, why did you make, I know you made it for views, but you could have just been honest with what at least I assume your position is, which is screw trans people, with the way that you framed Chris Tyson with like the conspiracy music in the background and like highlighting the voices of John Roberts' bunch of numbers on Twitter calling out Chris Tyson for existing. Like Mustard is saying in chat here, it's a bad business decision to be friends with minorities, apparently. It's so stupid. With that being said, trans rights. I love you all. You can follow me on Twitter, links in the description. Join my Discord so that you know when I go live and so that you can suggest things to me so that I may suffer. And, yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and end this segment because I need to move on from this. We spent too much time on here. This is by far the longest live stream segment I've ever done. With that being said, I love you all. Peace. Gotta click the stop record button. Holy shit, what an actual fucking idiot. Like, what an actual what an actual dunderhead. Like, what a I told y'all that segment was gonna be long. Oh my god, dude. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. That was bad. That was the worst video I've watched in a while. And that sank a lot. That was rough, man. That was bad. Yeah, the Sunny V2 video was dumb. It was very dumb. Good segment. Thank you. And thank you all for staying. 18 viewers? Really? Okay. I'll tell y'all what. It is 1:21. I usually go to sleep around now. However, I will be streaming during the day. And I'm not gonna end yet. Do not leave. I like how many concurrents we have. So. I'm gonna do a poll. Oh wait, fuck. Let me actually redo it. Shit, already started the plot. Already exposed what we're gonna do. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is the fun half of stream. I need to like mentally recover from that. Okay. Looks like fun segment then Breath of the Wild is winning. I'll close the poll out at 25 minutes. 25 minutes into the hour. So that gives y'all about 2 minutes to vote, or until... Damn, fun segment then Breath of the Wild seems to be winning. Let me go ahead and pull up a fun segment thing. Unless the Lego segment can pull back, then I'm probably just gonna go ahead and do a fun segment. Would be a funny... Is there any Vosh Out of Context compilation? 8 Forever Contextless? I haven't watched this. Ooh. Well, hopefully Fermio is fine with people reacting to their clip compilations of Vosh, because I used to watch these, but I don't believe I've seen 6, 7, or 8. So which one's a long one? Are they are all 11 minutes exact. Wow. That's insane. 8 is good. I have not seen 8. Okay. We are at 13 votes. I don't think anything is going to change, and although we are at 24 minutes into the hour, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Looks like y'all want a fun segment, and then for me to play Breath of the Wild. Thought Vosh was always out of context? Yes, but some people take Vosh and put him out of context. Further, they clip him, they clip chip him, and then they really put him out of context, and then after I react to this, then we will be doing Breath of the Wild on the Nintendo Switch. My official, you can see that, look at that. My official Switch Pro controller. It's beautiful. Honestly, the most ergonomic controller I have. Anyways. Everyone. There is a God amongst men. I'm kidding, but his name is Vash, okay? Yeah. And sometimes people like to put him out of context. Okay? And to celebrate the fact that we have kept very good viewership, despite me, kind of pausing a little bit during this stream, and also having a very long segment, and it being very late into the night. It's 1 o'clock now. Join the Discord so that you know when I go live also, so that you can get more fun segments like this. I will be reacting, I will be doing a kind of try not to laugh to Vash Out of Context Compilation 8, which I have not watched yet. Believe it or not, I have not watched this, because this Out of Context compilation, I've not watched 7 or 8. I've not watched 8, because it came out after I stopped consuming political content on YouTube all that often. So I actually haven't seen this, meaning we get to react to it together. So I'm going to tell you the rules. If I laugh, then I end the segment, and if I don't, then I win. So, let's jump right into it, my kind friends.
The entire world has been taken over by woke cultists. America's bad, and countries
by the way,
that aren't America are good.
I will be putting this in the description. A link to Thermia's channel down in the description so that you all can see it. Alright, let's go.
I'm not a feminist. We need to...
Vash Out of Context 8. Let's do it.
The entire world has been taken over
Summer
by
Mermaid
woke
Star.
cultists. America's bad, and countries that aren't America are good. I'm not a feminist. We need to agree with the incels. Oh! Clip me! Clip me!
Clip me!
Ha! You're a Christian, but you got mad rather than turning the other cheek. The fake news media and whatever ethnic minority you despise in particular don't want you to know this, but I'll tell you, okay? Warm feet is the key to happiness. Joe Biden is a communist.
Listen, always gotta have the sockies on. Warm feet are good unless you're in bed. In that case, take off the fucking socks, you degenerate. You don't need those fabrics interacting. Okay? Okay. We agree. Green Hill Zone? Yes. That was the song.
Fascist, deep state, adrenochrome, blah, 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 blah. You know.
And if I may say, this whole, picture of Biden here, when, a bunch of rightoids were, complaining and saying, he looked like Hitler, is the framing bad? Yes. Is it a funny picture? Very. I don't get who decided to, inundate that state house in, pure red, but... Listen, whoever did it was, doing the funniest psyop ever. Whichever CIA agent got tasked with doing that, with doing this, was an absolute king. And I commend them on that day. I thought it was very funny.
Just deep state, adrenochrome, blah, 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 you know.
And our boy motors, our sweet soft little boy motors. Not that they're boys, we can tell, but we'll play along.
We'll play along.
So,
I remember seeing... I remember seeing that segment. That one's a good segment. I think it was probably the best joke segment I've seen by far from Vash about a progressive Trump, potentially, although I would never be progressive because it goes against my values. Okay, let's continue.
Everything, etc., etc. Ableism isn't real. Socialism requires a frank, candid, and scientific understanding of the distinction between retards and non-retards. exemplified by this conversation, determined largely by whether a person agrees with me or not. Victims of abuse should keep quiet. I support Ukraine because I'm an American chauvinist and I want America to conquer the world.
True.
I believe America is true socialism. The founding
This is
fathers,
red, white, and
with
blue.
their
Oh my
constitution,
God.
enshrined socialism into the law of the
I
land.
didn't even know
God,
that.
give me a debate while I'm plastered. You guys want to see talent on the line? You have no fucking idea. The levels of rhetorical charisma that I would demonstrate while plastered would be unrivaled. My skill would be so evident that the entire online
Drunk
left,
Vosh is
all of these
hilarious.
woke scolds and tankies, would get down on their knees and they would say, please, Vosh, I'm sorry for misjudging you. Please let me suck your dick. I would do anything to have your dick in my mouth right now. So impressive was your rhetoric. And I would say, no, you'll have to work hard to earn back my trust. I feel betrayed. And your behavior, frankly, is inappropriate. You know, I don't think it's appropriate to apologize to me by offering sexual favors. And then they would be canceled instead of me for once, you know? Anime is a retard medium.
I got close with that one. A good way to try to get me to laugh is try to get me to laugh at Drunk Vosh. Because Drunk Vosh is fucking hilarious.
With retard fans that are all pedophiles. I directly
But
support
there's-
the Azov Battalion, actually. Banning
True.
child pornography does more harm than good. Or sorry, does clip me. Does more good than harm. Because black people are dumb and gay. The American Republic
True.
is growing unstable
Hence me.
as a product of like black people shooting each other. Black people are all hoodlum thugs. This young child claims to be transgender, a degenerate deviation of natural human behavior which could have only come about through grooming, something their teacher must have done with the blue hair and the
True.
septum piercing. Black people are
Happened to
naturally
me.
more violent. The NFL cheerleaders.
I'm kidding. No. No. That doesn't count as a laugh. I refuse to count that as a laugh.
Are sexualizing minors because they're doing their little dance on TV where kids are watching them. Fucking existential tyranny of living in a world where trans women are considered women. In order to get communism, we need to do fascism. We need to support fascists and do death camps and hate Soros and hate Jews to do communism.
Oh god.
Pedophile
Wait, fuck, I was
solidarity.
alluded to that. No.
Immigration is good, actually. Dumbass. The ultimate goal of communism is the extermination of all cis white men. This state is enshrined in the eternal belief of the superiority over the white man, over those lesser kin, and God gave him this land. Cum boy, a little cum-loving cum boy, cat boy who loves cum. Oh yeah, you have to like establish dominance over the insecure woman by being mean to her. People should just fucking die because they're not citizens. Just call black people the
I agree. Wait.
N-word. I'm edgy, pay attention to me. Is it too late to get back on board with eugenics? I take it back. I think at any social cause.
Did I ever tell y'all about the time that I cleared Vosh on the N-word thing live during Conier's birthday? That's a story for a different time. We're just reacting to this now. I don't even know the guy. That was just like a chance encounter, if I'm being honest.
Costs are worth it if it means preventing some people from being born. Ethnically excluding people from voting would actually improve democracy. If you have non-white people in the country, the
British should
country is
not
destined
vote.
to fail. Being gay is morally wrong. Like, in its purest form. All gays are pedophiles. I hate black people. Well, I do hate poor people. I identify as an attack helicopter myself. You know what? You know why Caravan Palace is popular?
Why?
Because it's fucking good.
Oh,
Suck
wait.
my dick.
Listen. Electro Swing fucking sucks. That Redditor ass fucking music, Electro Swing, fucking sucks. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm sorry, it fucking sucks. Never liked it, never have liked it, never will like it. It's bad. It's bad music. Let's continue.
Electro Swing is bad. Well, why all the fucking songs Electro Swing got 100 million views? Huh?
Bops.
Why? You know why? Because they fucking bop. And I'm the only
Because of
one
bots.
strong enough to admit it. I don't like this really cool, popular song. I prefer sounding and sticking things up my urethra. That's what you all sound like. Get these stupid bitches to stop posting like videos of them taking off their hijab and burning them. Hitler was justified. Fat, hog-nosed, piece of shit, cop-loving, Blue Lives Matter, mobile, lawnmower-chewing, dipshit Republican suburbanite. Homosexuality is degenerate. That Jews were part of a national embarrassment, an effort orchestrated to force Germany to
Okay,
lose
that's
World War
really
I
out of
so they could
context. Good lord.
prey on the German people through the banking system with exorbitant inflation and predatory loans.
Good lord.
Oh, look at where the
Yeah,
left
I
has gone now.
remember
It
that.
used
That
to
was
just
when Trump gave that, like, really, 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 really fashy speech. I remember that. Electro Swing is great. It has its bips. It's got its bops. All of it is fucking mid. It's mid to bad. Stop listening to fucking Electro Swing. If you want like some good electric music, listen to shit like fucking Crystal Castles or something. Yeah. Like there's better electric music out there. Don't listen to Electro Swing, you degenerate. You degenerate monster. What is wrong with you? Listen to better music. Yeah, listen. I'd rather listen to Caveman Gernsk making noises in the cave, hitting sticks over his wife's head, than listen to Electro Swing. I don't know what to tell you.
be about defending women and trans people, but now you have to know all this nonsense. You have to be on board with all this. Let's liberalize our economy and introduce members of the billionaire bourgeois class into the vanguard party of the CCP.
I agree.
Okay, remember, the full quote is, "Religion is the sigh of the oppressed creature, the heart of a heartless world, and the soul of soulless conditions. It is the opium of the people." So Karl Marx would also say that pornography, that deep anal, is the heart of a heartless world. In which case I would have to agree with him again. Really dropping bangers, that guy.
Wholeheartedly.
Homophobia is morally correct. Water. You
True.
know what's mostly water?
True.
Come.
Have you seen those people on Twitter? Have you seen people on Twitter? Most morally correct position to have, dude. I don't know what to tell you. The only thing that's more morally correct is saying that Electro Swing fucking sucks, which it does. But the people in chat, they disagree. Listen, you all have been indoctrinated by the cult leader that is Vosh. Electro Swing fucking sucks. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Stop listening to anti-Electro Swing action. Okay? But instead of like 3 arrows, it's like 3 instruments. I have a horn, a clarinet, and like a bassoon all pointed down against Electro Swing in favor of much better swing. Okay? Or like I have like a keyboard, a little like one of those little launch pad things that light up, and I don't know what's that thing where like you just kind of hover your hands and you just like a theremin, yeah. That's on the inverse side of the flag to represent electro music. There's much better stuff out there. Stop listening to Electro Swing. Anti-Electro Swing action. It fucking sucks.
You guys are
Get better
gay.
music taste,
Holy
you
shit.
degenerates.
Oh my god. Water? Oh, drink lots of water. You got like a giant fucking load in your mouth?
Hydrate.
God. Jesus. Hitler wasn't a fascist. He was actually a progressive who was
True.
trying to free the German people from like debt bondage, from international Jewry.
False.
Yeah, I'm mega straight. Right.
False. Good night, Chris Avery.
Don't fuck Asian women. The military-industrial complex, it's controlled by the DoD, the largest employer in the United States, aka state-owned enterprise, aka socialism. I'm so stupid, dude. Holy shit. Sorry, it's just my genetically Nazi brain. The nation-state is like an inevitable and intrinsic expression of like ethnic or national identity in a given area. Like a nation state isn't just like a thing humans build. It's like
strong than the previous
like a manifest property of human existence, you know. I agree with you. Allying with Nazis is fine. Now guys, remember, there's nothing genocidal about the state arresting parents of a minority group because they're in that minority group. There's nothing even remotely that is just
it's
so normal.
Business
Trans
as usual.
people are fake, mentally ill, and part of a cabal to molest children. I think people of different race should stick to their own kind, you know? Okay, so I fucked a white girl and a black girl, an Asian girl, but I've never fucked a Hispanic. Racism is good and based, actually.
That's just a plot of Honey Pop. That is just the plot of Honey Pop. I don't know, dude, that's just a plot of Honey Pop. That's what that is, right there. Plot of Honey Pop.
Basically, all
Bad
racism
game.
is fake. Racism is valid because the differences in crime. Yeah, I love raping women. I love to kidnap women. I love beating women to death. I love all these things. My life has no meaning outside of like beating, kidnapping, and raping women. That's like
Matt Walsh. I'm kidding, don't sue me, that was a joke. You like free speech, don't you? That was a joke.
literally like 100% my shit, you know? Religious beliefs are just like broader manifest mental illness socialized. They're being deliberately brought in order to replace the native white inhabitants, and this is being done by the Jews in order to. The Roman Empire was brought down due to feminism. Different racial groups naturally segregate themselves.
True. You should not have let the plebeians gain rights. Because the moment the plebeians gained rights, it was done with. It was done. And that was done by the ancient Roman feminists. Yeah. Instead of Susan B. Anthony, her name was Susanna Beta Antonius was her name.
Because people naturally want to be along their own kind, and there's nothing wrong with wanting your neighborhood to look the same. Sex is purely binary and not bimodal. You ever had sex with a girl? I know most of you haven't, because you're late bloomers. Okay? You ever had sex with a girl? They have so much fun. It's crazy. It's like bottoms. That's why, and I say this, you can treat bottoms like shit. It's
personally, I think it's all fucking gay. I don't know what to say.
Fine. You know why? Because when you fuck a bottom, if you're a top, you're just thinking like, better pace out my thrusts, better not come too early. I am, you know. If they're a bottom though, they are losing their minds. If they a bottom when you're having sex, they're losing their shit. They're writhing around. They're making noises. So it's okay. It's fine if you're a little mean to them because they make it back. They have more fun during sex. And I forget all the African countries.
Morocco.
Because Africa's in the global south and I live in the
Chad,
global north.
Chad.
And that makes
Botswana is right above South
more
Africa.
important.
Yeah.
I saw the Rudy Giuliani drag thing. It makes me uncomfortable. Because I'm transphobic. Any of the descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel are
he's honest.
Of course, everyone who watches me without donating does, owe me back pay. That is certainly the case. You should be masculine.
Shit,
Society persecutes masculinity now because society is feminized. Society is feminized because of feminism. Feminism has rotted and decayed the West. What about Vsauce, Ace? No, Vsauce fucks hard. Absolutely. Anybody.
Susanna Beta Antonius. Start of the bad part of our society. I don't know what to say. Those ancient Roman feminists ruined us all. An ancient Roman Gamergate. It was called Chariot Quest back then. Those were the days. 300 BCE.
Who doesn't think that Vsauce fucks hard is retarded. Vsauce obviously lays mad
Vsauce
pipes, like
fucking
all
pipes,
the time.
absolutely.
There's no fucking way. Yeah, we do a little war crimes casually. We casually and indifferently end human lives with no regard for morality.
I did slavery in
Wibble,
Minecraft
wabble,
once, I agree.
bibble, wobble, shmoim, fum, yee, yoy, boo.
Mihoy, minyoy.
I'm autistic. Oh, your Vosh, your name's Vosh. Will you like it when I make this voice? Do you, Vosh? Oh, Vosh, this isn't bad, Vosh. Maybe you should make this voice.
Is he fucking the
Quit
queen?
being horny for a second. You're all thinking of buttholes right now. Calm.
I made it through. Without laughing. That's a pretty decent clip compilation again. Link in the description to it. Please go to it. I feel like there have been stronger ones, but you know what? Getting someone clipped out of context can be a little difficult sometimes. Especially compiling what's good, and I think overall, pretty good clip compilation. Personally, I'm a little tired. So, I'm gonna go and end this segment here so that we can go ahead and start playing some video. But, you know, I wanted to give y'all all a nice fun little segment, and I think that one right there was pretty fun. I disavow everything he said in that video. That was clipped out of context. I disavow everything if he said it bad. Okay, let's just go ahead and establish that no one fucking cancel me. Okay. Okay, cool. I'll see y'all in the next video. I love y'all. Peace. Unfortunately, that was weaker than I thought it was going to be. I actually fully expected that to be much funnier, because the other FASH clip compilations that I have reacted to have been, not reacted to live, but the other ones that I've watched have been, you know, genuinely funny. I'm not gonna lie, kind of got nothing out of that one. That one was kind of a weak one, if I'm keeping it 100 with all of you. Anyways, I don't get what's going on here, but it ain't fun. Is this? Yep, it's frozen. That explains it. Okay, hold on. Let me cut back on the music. Then come down here, deactivate and activate. Yep. Okay, that was just frozen. Then I can just window projector source, and I'll just put you over here. And I'll put up my live stream stuff over here. But yeah. Yeah, no, I honestly really wish I'm gonna go on my main account and do it instead of my separate account. Because on my separate account I'm doing a no def run, and I'm not in a state to do a no def run right now. I'm really tired. Yeah, no, I genuinely feel that that was a fairly weak segment right there. Because like the thing about making reaction stuff is that you want to actually be able to do commentary on it, and I genuinely felt like no level of connection to the commentary in that. Like I'm gonna be 100% honest, I was struggling to add on stuff to say there, which is bad, and it shouldn't be what happens, because I try to be at least somewhat consistent with my commentary, but like I genuinely felt nothing there. Like I was expecting to actually laugh, but I did not at all, and that's not good. Because if I'm not laughing, then I'm basically stealing content at that point, it feels like. So I do still hold though, I think electro swing is one of the most degenerate forms of fucking music ever. I don't get why people fucking listen to that shit. Stop listening to fucking electro swing. Damn. Am I really dying from heat damage right now? Really? Yep, I am. Okay. Whatever, put on this. What? It's still too hot? This literally gives me fire protection, what do you mean? That is literally a fire protection suit. What if I put on full Gerudo armor? Wow. Okay. That's fucking lame. So they're just gonna make me run through the fucking desert with no sand shoes on. It's very stupid. Shut up or I will make you listen to future funk. you can never make me listen to Future Funk. Also, you said on a video that you live in a wacky time zone and you can't make it to stream, but look at this. You made it to a stream. Holy shit. Okay, that was unexpected. Well. That's what we call overkill. Extreme overkill. May not do that again. I'm gonna be honest, I never really explored the Gerudo Desert. So like, oh, I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass. See, this is why I'm not doing it on my No Death Run account. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I haven't played this game seriously in like so long. Because like I tried to start the No Death Run a couple of months ago. See, how the fuck? Okay, that's an easy target. But like I started the No Death Run a little while ago because I wanted to fully replay Breath of the Wild before Tears of the Kingdom came out, which I will be playing on release. But I could not finish it, and then I ended up getting a Steam Deck, which is a great device. The only issue with the Steam Deck is the fact that its controls are kind of flipped from the Switch, and while they do have a Switch controls little area you can use, I'm not flipping that yet. Oh shit. No, charge. Fuck you. Okay. And then let's just... Yep. You can call it a waste. I don't care, I'm alive. But yeah, as y'all can see, I'm accidentally exiting out of menus just on account of the fact that I kind of forgot the controls, which is not a good thing. Regardless, I'll probably go until like, I would say 2:15. 2:15 or until we had like 5 viewers. If we had 5 viewers, then I'll just stop. Still got my aim though. Battery life on deck leaves me a bit disappointed. Honestly, it depends on what you're playing. So like, I'll give an example. I recently played through both Dishonored 1 and Dishonored 2, and I'll like keep it 100. On Dishonored 2, which was the first game I played, in order of how I played it, on Dishonored 2, I had really shit battery life, to the point where like I was at half battery like 45 minutes into playing. But then I got into what do I want to do? I think I want to go back up to Hebrew. I haven't been to Hebrew in a while. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but like on Dishonored 2, I was getting like 45 minutes of playtime until I hit half, whereas on the initial Dishonored, I was getting like a couple of hours of playtime. It honestly wholeheartedly depends on what you're playing. Or like Portal. I recently played through Portal 1 and Portal 2, and both of those games gave me like a consistent 5 hours of playtime before they even hit half battery. But like when I'm playing Cyberpunk 2077 on there, I basically have to be next to a charger because that one drains the battery. It all depends on like how resource intensive the game is. But overall, the Steam Deck is the best purchase I've ever made. Literally, scratch my nose. But literally before I got the Steam Deck, I hadn't beaten a game in like beaten as in like fully completed a game in about, I would say, 2 to 3 years. But since getting the Steam Deck, I've played through both Portals and both Dishonored's. In like the span of about a month I've had the deck. So like, when I say I'm very, very happy about my experience with the Steam Deck, I mean, I'm very happy. Like, it basically got me back into gaming. And I'm finally starting Persona on the deck too. Persona 5, so that's pretty cool. Dishonored 1 is loaded on my Steam Deck now. God of War RDR2 gives me like 70 minutes, yeah. Holy shit, that thing just died. Can I run TF2 Val? Phenomenally, from what I've heard. I don't have TF2 Val. The only thing about running TF2, I have yet to run any first-person shooters on my Steam Deck, purely due to the fact that if you're running an FPS on a Steam Deck, you're gonna get queued up with PC players. And like, you don't want to be queued up with PC players when you're using like a controller, because you will get your shit rocked. Wait, there's a Frost Talus? That'd be a perfect thing to Cold Snap Hollow. Okay, cool. Where's that? Cold Snap Hollow. Boom, there we go. But, can I run in desktop mode? I have to run it, yeah, I had to do the exact same thing. When I wanted to uninstall Persona 5, because like basically, I have a 64 gig Steam Deck, and I have I believe a 128 add-on SD card I bought for it, which I'm going to expand the SD card, but I had to, what I ended up having to do was deleting Persona so I could play Portal 2, because I had enough space for Portal 1 on the regular bit, but I did not have enough space for Portal 2 on the not SSD. It has the 64 gig version doesn't have an SSD, but I didn't have enough room for it on there, unlike I did with Portal 1, which I did. So what I ended up doing was, of course, I was like, okay, you know, I'm currently playing through Cyberpunk 2077, so I'm not going to delete that. I'm just going to delete Persona 5 and then reinstall it after I'm done with Portal 2, because Portal 2 is a fairly quick game. I might even play it on stream one day, because I had a lot of fun with Portal 2. But what ended up happening was I spent like 3 hours trying to like figure out how the fuck to delete the game, and what I ended up having to, because like when you delete Persona 5 on the Steam Deck, or in general, it like brings up a little dialogue menu, and gotta go, you have a good night. Pair a mini Bluetooth keyboard to play FPSs. You see, I could do that, but I'm not going to, because that's too much work, and I'll just play it at my PC if I want to play an FPS. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but I basically sat there for like a couple of hours trying to figure out how to do it, and then what I eventually just ended up doing was binning the files. Like, I just ended up having to like toss the files into the garbage bin, but they were too big, so I had to compress a couple of them and bin them, and that didn't work either. So it was like a shit show, but I eventually deleted it just to like anyways, I had to bin it just so I could eventually re-download it. And then I started playing through it. And by I started playing through it, I mean I got past the scene where like you go to the high school and first meet the teacher. Which this will be like the 4th time I've played through this will be the first time I've played through Persona 5, but it will be like the 4th time I've restarted Persona 5. Okay, what if I hit this guy with one of these? Come on, boom. Damn. Okay. What's a good arrow? Bomb arrow. Yeah. Although fire arrow will probably be better. And boop. No, you suck. You're mean. Fall over. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's no way this is this fucking easy. Oh shit. Oh no. Shit. Yo. Fuck. Leave me alone. You're mean to me. Just let me hit you. Girl, let me love you. Oh, get fucked. Okay. Zelda ASMR. Metal Gear Solid 5 runs very well and has surprisingly great battery life. That's not shocking. I mean, the battery life portion, I guess, isn't all that shocking. It's not a resource-intensive game, but I am glad to hear it has pretty decent battery life. Clip material? Please feel free to clip it and send it to me in the Discord. Sounds like ASMR? Yeah. Well, the thing is I can't yell because it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I have parents that need to sleep. Just wait until like a couple years. Listen, if y'all make me YouTube rich, just like imagine what I'm gonna be able to do. You know, I'm gonna be able to scream in my own house. It's gonna be great. Anyways, that was a fun little mission. Shit, I don't even know what to do in Breath of the Wild. I've done it all. I've even done fucking Eventide Island. Also, listen, there are like a lot of people who try to do Eventide Island as like they'll try to fly over it and drop a bunch of gear on it before they do it. Don't do that. The point of Eventide Island is to challenge the fuck out of you. Like, it's supposed to be difficult. That's the point of the island. So by like dropping a bunch of items on it beforehand, you're basically robbing yourself of that experience. That's like a really lame thing to do. I heavily suggest you don't do it, because you will have a much funner time looking back on doing Eventide Island if you like didn't completely cheese it. Like, don't cheese it. I haven't done it yet, but I'm so close to beating. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Listen, you beat it in spirit, is what I say. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Fuck, go. Shit. Steam Deck controls your fucking me. Plunk. You're still going? I'm gonna be getting off soon. It's pretty late. In about 10 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna see what this arrow will do to a Hinox. If this arrow immediately wipes out the Hinox, then I'm not gonna fight him. Because I can't. But if it does not immediately wipe him out, I'm gonna fight him and then I'm gonna end stream. So let's see what it does. Don't kill him, please. Yeah. Let's have fun. Let's have fun with this guy. Oh yeah. What's up, Mr. Hinox, bro? You doing good? Down there? Yeah, I know you are. Should probably fucking hurt. Okay, key to a Hinox, never let that fucker get over you. You wanna knock him down and knock him dead. Or you can do what I did. Oh wait, shit, I forgot about Rivali's Gale. Oh. This cheesy ass move. Boop. 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 Ooh, shit, that's gonna hurt. And boom. Yeah. Give me the loop. Well, I think we've had a fairly successful stream on account of everything, whether it be dealing with Mr. Beast, or the little mini segment I did, or the JaidenAnimations thing. I just want to say thank you all. I feel like exploits that are part of the game are now only part of the game designers, and I can't. Honestly, I don't think they expected people to do that. And I genuinely think if you're cheesing Eventide Island, you are cheating yourself out of a good experience. That's more of an L on you if you do it. Like, if you can exploit the game by just optimizing its bad design, you can say that, but like the lengths that people go to drop things on Eventide Island, like I think the way they do it is that they will literally like do the flying cart glitch to drop items on top of it, and like no one knew about the flying cart glitch, and it's really hard to do the flying cart glitch for a reason. That's not supposed to happen. But like, you should challenge yourself at the game. Like, that's the point of Eventide Island. And I get if you're like 50 playthroughs in and you just want to get Eventide Island done to get like the 100 shrine thing. I mean, not 100, but like all of the shrines. But like, on your first, second, third, even fourth playthroughs, do not cheat Eventide Island. Yeah, I don't mean glitches. Oh yeah, yeah. Regardless. I love you all. My bed is right there. I'm touching it right now. And it is beckoning me to go the fuck to sleep. So, thank you all for joining. I appreciate. But things like scum saving or pause menu screens, yeah, I save scum. I save scum. But I love you all. Thank you for joining. I will be streaming again tomorrow, or should I say today again a little later. I love you all. Thank you all for a phenomenal stream, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Doo-doo fart.